A long eel and a long cooking pot. Once there was a family, a husband and a wife. One day the husband went out for a walk and bought a long eel for his dinner. He thought, I will have a good dinner today. He gave it to his wife and said, cook some soup for dinner. His wife looked at the eel and wondered, where could I find a cooking pot long enough to cook this eel? She went to a shopkeeper and asked the man if he had a long cooking pot. The man replied, I'm sorry, there is no long cooking pot in my store. But if you want it, you had better wait for it. I will ask the potter to make a special pot for you. So she returned home and told her husband, I could not find a long cooking pot to make eel soup for you. What? No cooking pot long enough to put in your eel, and to cook it? Her husband looked over his shoulder, and said, if you can't cook it, you should hang it up on the wall. He lay down on his bed, his right hand on his forehead, and thought, how stupid my wife is. Then he went into the kitchen to cook it, and after finishing the work called her to eat the dinner. After the dinner her husband went out. When she was alone, she went into the kitchen and looked around to find out the long cooking pot in which her husband had cooked the eel. For a long time she could not find it. But finally she found it. Hey, how could my husband cook it with the short cooking pot? She was very much surprised. She looked into the cooking pot and finally saw that there was a little piece of eel at the bottom of the cooking pot. She put her head into the cooking pot to lick the little piece of eel. She cleaned the cooking pot with her tongue and she hummed alone, it is so delicious. When the pot was dried, she could not get her head out of the cooking pot. She didn't know how to take the pot off, and so she went to hide behind the granary.